It's really nice out today. What a drastic change from yesterday. It didn't get colder at all last night. It just continued warming up. Actually, okay. Brakes are a little cold still, but that's the first snow I've seen all day. You didn't even say it. There's a little itty bitty pile to the left of here. But yeah, so good morning. I am going in late for a Monday, but earlier than I wanted to be because we have to do that return this morning on the equipment. Because it was originally going to be at 1:30, but Liz and I have a class then, so Bethany moved it up to 11:30. So I'm going in now because I have to get on the 9:58 train, so I can actually go in and do that return. But it's nice out. Like, I think it's supposed to be around 55 degrees outside, and it sure feels like it. I mean, I don't even have a winter jacket on. This is just the hoodie. And I feel hot in the hoodie, which is probably because I have the car heat on. There we go. Now I do not feel nearly as hot. But yeah, so return, nice day. That's pretty much it. It's going to be a pretty typical day because I don't have, well, I don't know if typical is right because I don't have cinematography, but for the moment, what's all this traffic about? We're doing pretty good. Oh, hello, camper that was still sitting on the seat of my car. I accidentally forgot to take you guys with me today. It's not like it really mattered because it rained pretty much the entire time I was down there anyway. It's only 4:15, which is, well, why it's still daylight when I'm leaving school. It's like the first time in quite some time that it has been daylight leaving the train station parking lot. It's still very cloudy that way, it looks like. But it was wet the entire time. I'm still soaking. And because we had to do the return, as I mentioned, or I think I mentioned. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that because I had to go on a whole train earlier for that one. But, so the return, and we were back and forth in the rain, and we finally got to class, and it was wet. And I literally took my shirt off, so I was sitting in class in my undershirt the entire time, and the sweatshirt is still wet. My pants are still a little wet. So yeah, it's kind of a wet day. Wasn't exactly prepared for the rain because it was windy, and it was far too windy to use an umbrella. Because I tried, and I put it down after a while, and even still, it almost screwed with my umbrella because it almost blew my umbrella inside out when it was not fully up. It was just kind of sitting there. So it was a fun wet day. Also, the glass door to the pointy building, the summit. I don't know if I've actually shown it on camera, but the glass door to the summit building actually shattered because of how strong the winds were. We think because Liz said it was like I went to go get food. She went to go take Athena out, and she said that the door shattered like right before that happened, and it was likely that someone tried to open the door right as a giant gust of wind took hold, and it shattered the door to some extent. I didn't actually get to see the damage, but I wasn't about to go stand there in the rain to go look at the summit door. It stopped raining for the moment. It's not raining though. There's still clouds hanging around up there. I haven't gone this way in a while home. I usually go the other way, which is weird because rush hour is one of the last times I would want to go that way. I'm not going to bother stopping for a Shamrock Shake because I was tempted to do that today because Shamrock Shakes are back. I discovered a few nights ago, and I still haven't had one yet. Maybe I can talk people into going out and getting one later, but I don't feel like doing it during rush hour because I usually don't like coming home during rush hour, which is one of the reasons I typically don't. But I managed to actually catch the earlier train because my scheduled train for getting out of writing for the short, because that class ends at 3:20, and I usually just try to catch the 3:59 so I'd still be on the train because it's only quarter after. So that's fun. I'm about to be home a little bit earlier than normal, at least anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. I have to do a typography project, which is like animating text and words and things in After Effects. Well, for After Effects. I was going to take photos today. That plan got canceled. Not bothering with that. those people do realize they have to get over eventually, right? Oh well, their loss. But for the moment, it's time to get home and go do that and go dry off because I'm soggy. Or moist, as I said this morning. Okay, I don't know if I've actually mentioned this yet, but tomorrow being Wednesday, because today's Tuesday, it's still Tuesday, it's only like, just about 10 o'clock at night, but tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. is registration for spring quarter, so I have spent the past little while figuring out what exactly I want to do for my schedule, so let's have a look. This is hopeful yet, so we'll see what happens. But down here, I have, stay awake. It looks fairly similar to my one this quarter, obviously just with new classes. So starting off on Monday with audio post, which is a class I've wanted to take now for a while, and I definitely want to take that for LA, and that's like my one must-have class this quarter before LA. Another LA class down there in the bottom is Hollywoodland 1, which is basically a class about how to live in LA, as far as I know, and I'm already actually registered for that, because we got registered for that in the LA meetings. Middle of the week there, I have a 4-hour Film History 3 class. That one's pretty self-explanatory, I think. And then directing for the screen and narrative video production with the same professor, so I did that all in one day, because originally I was going to take like something else here and then a narrative class here, but just decided to just do the 3 days so I could actually have a day off because of this stupid class right here, Co-op 101. And it's not the class that I have an issue with, it's the fact that they scheduled it for us without asking us, without telling us they were going to schedule it. Because I was looking on my schedule, which I have now closed, unfortunately, but where it timed out and I closed it because I was like, am I already registered for Hollywoodland 1? Yes, I am. But then this popped up in the corner of, this is my personal Google Calendar. This isn't what Drexel provides for me. But I noticed that this was up here in the corner, and I was like, why? Because for those of you who don't know, it is obviously very important for us to have days off so we can work on projects and things. And having this class here at 9 a.m. is not what I wanted. And we can't withdraw from it. We can't drop it. And of course, our academic advisor quit like 3 weeks ago, so I have no one to talk to figure out if I can move it with assistance at all. So that's annoyingly there. If I can figure out a way to move it, I absolutely will. But for the moment, it's just going to have to be a pain in my ass up there. Because the rest of this is all down here nicely put together, and I would like to be able to use this time to work, but of course the university has other plans. But that's my schedule for the moment.